Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing the Blood Moon event since it's about to end. I know I'm incredibly late to the party, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about my thoughts about this event. Basically, my thoughts on it is that this event sucks. And it's probably the worst event that we have ever gotten. And no, I am not counting that one Hallowed Blight event. That was not an event. That was just a cosmetic collection. I'm not counting that. But anyway, let's get started on my problems with it. Keep in mind, I know there are some people that do enjoy this event, but I get that, but most people did not really like this event at all. So I'm going to explain why I don't like this event. And first one, which I would say is the number one issue, is that it offers nothing for the killer side. There is no alternative objectives for the killer side, no new mechanics, nothing. The only new mechanic that killers have is kicking blood cans, and you will never ever be able to do that in a million years because it requires the survivors to drop the can, which they will never do, as they have zero reason to drop the can. Now there was a promotional image saying that you can knock the cans out of the survivor's hand, but it was confirmed by the devs that this was actually false. It's not actually something you can do. So that was kind of just a straight up lie. Basically, there's no incentive to play killer in this mode at all. Second reason, and all of these kind of just contributed to the first reason, but the second reason is that the blood gens are so insanely fast. It literally takes 3 full cans to get one of those things done, and because it takes 4 out of the 7 gens, all they need to do is just complete one of the regular gens and then speedrun the blood gens, and then you could basically have matches done in 5 minutes flat. And that's actually the strategy to playing that mode. You could try and kick the blood gens, however, you can both stop the regression and normally, and you can stop the regression using a blood can, which is actually faster at stopping the regression, making it so, and because it's only 5% and the base gen regression is absolutely dog shit, basically it makes it so the cans are kicking the gens are completely pointless because the survivors will complete it faster than you can regress it. So you will always lose the war of attrition. Plus the 8 gen kick limit applies to those as well, so yeah, there's that as well. And you may think oh, well, now why don't you just use gen perks or and related killer powers? And that leads to problem number 3. None of that shit fucking works. Yep, that's right. All of the gen and regression perks, anything that has anything to do with gens, this includes perks like coup and fire up. Anything that has anything to do with gens does not work on these gens. So if you try to use coup, you won't get stacks when they complete that gen. And this even applies to killer powers as well. So if you try and do pig on this mode, you will never get those traps to activate ever. Try and teleport to a blood gen as Freddy? Nope, can't do that. Meaning you only have 3 teleport spots on the whole map. You can't even use Houndmaster's search mechanic on them. It's insane. And I think those are basically the 3 key problems with this event, is that there is really zero motivation as a killer to play this mode. Like, unless you want to play fucking Gen Rush the game mode, then I suggest you steer clear of this game mode. You can literally get the blood point bonuses by just playing the regular mode. So there's literally 0 point unless you care about the cosmetics that you get from the event tome. In that case, you kind of have to play the event. Yeah. It could have been a cool mechanic. Unfortunately, it just feels very, very underbaked. It just felt like they had this cool ideas like, ooh, what if we have this alternate objective where you have to take blood cans, put and fill them up like it's gasoline. They're like, oh, that would be pretty cool. And then they just completely forgot to like do anything for the killer side. Like they had this idea for a mechanic, and then just completely forgot about the other side. You're like, wait. And like no one just in this way like, wait, shouldn't we have something for the killer side? Yeah. Honestly, it just feels very lackluster. I'm kind of disappointed about this. I normally do not talk about the events in a discussion, but this is something I wanted to talk about. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this Blood Moon event, and thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care, everyone.